me, Ascension Island has always been like bucket list trip, top of the list. It started for like 8 years ago for me. The kind of the allure of getting there. JFK to Heathrow, an hour cab ride to Bryce Norton military base. In the last 5 years, the tuna fishing, the yellowfin tuna fishing, is what really kind of blew my mind. To be able to have the opportunity to hook up with a 100-kilo yellowfin tuna on top water, whether it's the boat or the shore. You're talking about a rock that's in the middle of the ocean, a volcano that literally comes up. It's an underwater mountain peak, and the drop off there is just I know that as soon as I get to that island, the only thing I'm thinking
get our
about,
stuff checked in, put our bags down,
set up
the roads, and let's go. We found 3 points from the Captain Divan. He gave us some spots, so we head over. Let's do this! And pretty good fishing, something that I've never really experienced, catching amberjacks from shore.
We got into a little bit of bird action at first. The wind made the seas kind of a little bit rough. There were a lot of white caps. Swells were kind of big. But nonetheless, we let them fly. First hookup was Paul in the early morning. And he got a fish real close to the boat. Like, the hit was, apparently the captain said it was the closest he's ever seen a fish hit, which was probably about, like, I would say, like, yeah, 10 meters from the boat, if that. Probably close to 5.
Good job, buddy.
Right! Yeah! Paul champed on it. I mean, was kneeling down lower than I've ever seen a human being kneel down.
50. That GoPro on. Nah, I ran out of batteries. Hey, Paul, on one door. I'm gonna let you concentrate. Do your thing. So the bench talks.
That was quite an explosion.
I wish I saw one, man. I just saw the white ball. Anybody like what? See the big fish?
No, Paul. Unfortunately, the fish sounded right when it was at gaff. Was in a compromising position, came to the boat green, went under the boat, popped the leader. Shit happens. Stuff happens.
So I got your leader. I know.
And I put a cast about 1 o'clock from the bow. And on my second sweep, I was using like a pencil popper, a hammerhead pencil popper. And on my second sweep, right before my third sweep, was the most insane explosion I have ever seen on top water in my life. The fish put a hole the size of a living room in the ocean. On top of that, it tail danced for about 20 feet with half of its head and its sickle going across and out of the water.
Don't rush it at all. We got all day.
It was about 50 meters away, maybe, if that, in 20-25 minutes. All of a sudden, had a good bend of the rod,
Fucking, they like the hammerhead.
didn't give it any slack, and I just hit it.
Oh!
No.
I still have my lure. That wasn't not. I don't know. Tell me what. Tell me. Somebody tell me what the fuck I'm doing wrong.
Maybe a bad, not a good hook. What happened?
I just pulled the hook.
Just pull.
I maybe strained it. I don't know.
We'll see.
Tell people about. Fucking guy.
Nothing wrong.
Lucky, man. That's fucking bad luck. It's all.
And yeah, my heart was kind of broken at the time, but luckily I'm in good company.
There you go, buddy.
The jigging in Ascension was absolutely ridiculous. It was like every drop you'd get a fish. It was kind of cool because you'd be casting for tuna all day, up at the bow or in the back, and you know, 150, 200 casts, you'd go and take a water break and look at the jigging rod and say, oh, okay, you know what, let me get a little bit of a confidence booster. Every time you drop the jig there, you're guaranteed a hookup. I mean, sometimes it was small Almaco jacks, but like you had opportunities at some of the biggest blackjacks I've ever seen in my life. Some decent sized amberjacks, you know, like 20, 30, 40 pounds. I'm sure there's some bigger ones out there too.
There you go, Andy.
So the last day of fishing, we actually took a trip out to Bird Island, which was cool, as we kind of all wanted to see what that place was about. Heard a lot of stories about, you know, not only a lot of life on the island, but in the water around it. So Captain Divan said that there's a good chance that we'd see some horse-eye jacks there, school of horse-eyes that play with on top water. But then we see a whole school of horse-eye and blackjacks that are coming towards the boat. So all of us, you know, all 4 lures fly in the water, and you know, we were using tuna lures, so pretty big lures, and these fish were not picky one bit, and it was a pretty epic feed for 10-15 minutes. I mean, non-stop action. It was really cool to see right by the boat.
Oh my God!
That's a stud.
My God! That's it! That is a trophy. Like behind your rod. You want me to hook the other treble off? That's it. Stud. One piece that way, perfect.
Check out Betty's hidden.
Fucking A.
Take a
Shark.
What?
Shark.
Oh shit.
Shark eating it.
Oh, you got
Oh fuck.
No.
Oh fuck.
it. Oh, no.
Fuck.
I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry, Saltywater. I'm sorry, prototypes all around. I didn't want to do that.
Just shut the fuck up.
I think we made a good decision for the group. You know, it's probably getting close to the end of the day. 3 more casts. Cast 1, put it out there. Same thing. Sweet. Pop. Bubble trip. Sweet. Pop. Bubble trip. I see a boil that I couldn't really. The wind and the swells, it kind of like made me all blurry, but I've seen boils before, and I've seen big boils before. I was about to ask the captain, did you see that? Before I could look back to him and say, did you see that? Lure disappears.
Alright. Fucking the boil before it hit, it put a hole in the water. And it just dumped 200 yards in the building.
By the run, I know I'm hooking through a solid fish. I feel the weight of the rod. I strap in. Everybody, great teamwork. Everybody was like, you know, on the same page. Excitement was like. Incredible. I work on this fish. Digs. And it gets up and down, and the captain told me, like, sometimes they'll just sit there at 100 meters and just dog on you. Well, I'll be darned, this fish did. And it was in a little bit of a torture chamber, I gotta say. I'm not gonna lie, there was halfway through the fight I said, I don't know if I'm gonna land this fish. I don't know if my legs can take this. I don't know if my thighs can take this. A lot of pressure, big fish. I give it my last burst of energy and it comes to color. And the first thing I see is those sipples. He puts the first gaff in it. The fish goes bonkers in a way. Thing comes through the tuna door, and you can imagine what I'm feeling at this time. I got my fish.
I'm not even here, ladies.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big world without we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11s, picking up and running liquor. The rest of we were out to make us steady feeling. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely.
Tear that.
101.
Okay! Yes! Yes! 101!
My daddy was falling, so I started writing songs. I started writing stories. Something about that love just always seemed to bore me. Cause only those I really love will never really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. Before the morning somewhere like it's lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
Awesome. Awesome.
So what are we looking at here, Adrian?
We're looking at a 101 kilogram tuna that's cut up for our mouths to
The spoils of a champion.
Awesome,
Right there.
thank you. Yeah,